CNN Headline News will continue. It's time now for Local Edition, brought to you in part by First National Bank. Visit them online at fnb.com and Razor Lumber Incorporated, Goodland and Colby.
Welcome to S&T's Local Edition. I'm Heather McDonald. While November 4th may still be several weeks away, county clerk's offices and election officials have been preparing for the general election for months. Across the country, the majority of discussion appears to be surrounding the presidential election, but on a smaller scale, the state and local government races are equally important this year. But to cast a vote for the candidate of choice, there's more to consider than just showing up on November 4th.
Even if you move across the street or into a different apartment within the same apartment complex, you still need to re-register. And the reason it's important that you re-register is because it can put you into an entirely different commissioner district.
The final day to register or re-register before the general election is October 20th. Registration needs to be done not only when moving, but also if a name change has occurred or if an individual turns 18. Ballots will vary depending on districts, and in races such as for commissioner, who you are able to vote for and what ballot you receive is determined strictly by your current address. In the last several years, polling places and the number of them available in each county has also changed. But even if you can't make it to the polls, alternative ballots are still available.
They're now called advance. It used to be absentee, and the only way you could get them was if you were going to be out of the county. Now anyone who wants to vote advance prior to the election, they can.
The final date for an advanced ballot to be mailed by the clerk's office is November 31st. However, they can still be picked up on site before noon on November 3rd. For more information on the upcoming elections, contact your local county clerk's office. Wind energy continues to be a hot topic of discussion throughout the Midwest as the nation searches for more energy alternatives and rural communities explore new economic opportunities. As part of a 5-day tour across Kansas, the American Wind Energy Association hosted a luncheon in Colby Wednesday to discuss the future of wind energy development in Kansas. As many Kansans know, wind is plentiful throughout the state, and if dealt with appropriately and acted on quickly, could become a resource beneficial to the entire country and the financial future of the state.
If Kansas can develop wind here and then ship that electricity across to other states are going to be paying Kansas for that electricity. And so, you've got the resource here, and so this is an export opportunity for Kansas.
Currently, wind accounts for about 1.5% of the country's electricity, and it has been proposed by the federal government that 20% of America's electricity supply be provided by wind power by 2030. By developing policies and standards, not only does Kansas stand to provide clean, cost-effective electricity to the country, but also create 500,000 potential jobs in the industry and new revenue for rural areas within the state. Sloan points out that the key to success is to be familiar with the opportunities available and finding which one is right for each community to expand on. For more information on the future of wind energy, visit one of the following websites. A rededication ceremony for the World War II barrel hanger at Renner Field in Goodland was held on Wednesday, 74 years after the first, almost to the day. The original dedication ceremony was held on October 10, 1934. Over the years, the hangar has become a pillar for the community. It was the first building at Renner Field, formerly housed the National Weather Service, and was used in World War II as a glider training base. But for some, it was a place to call home.
This was my home from the time, my dad took over the manager until I was married. And so this is very special to me. I had a very exciting life growing up here.
The process of refurbishing the old hangar has been a long one. After being condemned by the city and facing the threat of demolition, John Topliff purchased the building 4 months ago and has been bringing it back to life over the past few weeks. The 8,000 square foot hangar, which once housed 17 planes at one time, is in the process of returning to its original splendor. And by keeping it in working order, the hangar will continue to help the community thrive.
The airport development funds that the airport gets from the federal government are based on the number of operations. And if we get a large jet in here and start operating, it will give more operations to this airfield, which will mean increased federal funding, which means that we can lengthen the runway and do other projects they want. There'll be a lot more money available.
Topliff finished the first of several phases this week and hopes to use the hangar to house a charter jet for a company in North Carolina for which he flies. That's it for another local edition from S&T. Thank you for joining us.
Local Edition has been brought to you by First National Bank and Razor Lumber Incorporated.
Agriculture is America's largest family business. It's more than a business, it's a way of life. We believe in it. We invest in it. We make ag loans. First National Bank, www.fnb.com, member FDIC.
Community people, you know.
Register to win a $1,000 shopping spree given away the 1st of December from Razor Lumber Incorporated. We are proud to be your hometown source for all your home improvement needs, and we would love to call you with a nice holiday present. Come browse around and register for a $1,000 shopping spree at Razor Lumber Incorporated, 605 Caldwell Goodland and 490 East 4th Colby, serving the tri-state area for 60 years.